The Great Resignation is quickly becoming the Great Regret. Do not blindly follow the crowd. I'm Adrian Kaler. I'm executive coach to company founders, entrepreneurs, and corporate execs, and welcome to Fearless Leadership. So let's talk about what's really going on here. You think the thing you want is the next company. Isn't that ironic? Like the grass is greener, welcome to your life. Like the thing you want is just relief from this, and maybe it's the next thing. Does that sound familiar? Newsflash, the company you're working for and the people you're working with are not the problem. There's something about how all of our minds work, where new actually feels exciting for us. So that's probably what you're wanting. You're wanting something new. And here's the thing, is that when we're in this conversation, we think new is out there, and we've actually given up that new can be right here. So play a game with me for a second, and here's the game. How can I get what I want right here? Even when I bring that up to you, I bet you're already starting to notice some of your thinking. And you might find out or realize how much you've practiced resignation as a hobby. Has that been you? Anytime we say we're stuck, anytime we say we can't or they won't or whatever, we're just practicing being resigned. And how does resigned feel? You know how it feels. It feels horrible because you spend all your time thinking about what can't happen and what won't happen and why this is a waste of time. And so stop practicing resignation as a hobby. Now what do you need to do instead is take ownership first off that you are being resigned, that you actually will shut down any new possibilities because it doesn't fit in your worldview about how there are no possibilities here. So that's the first thing you have to do, is realize how you've been the source of shutting down possibilities. That's step number one. Step number two is, am I willing to take all that and move it over here? And then what do I really want here? What would be thrilling for me? You don't need to be in denial about anything that's broken right now or is not working. So it's okay. It might be so. But your orientation to that is what I want you to take a look at, about how you're participating in the horribleness of the situation instead of being on the outside and looking at it and saying, how can we make this work? With this person, with this situation, with this circumstance, whatever, how can I make that work? How can I make that better? How can I actually generate something new even with the old stuff? So are you willing to find yourself in the fog, like locate yourself? Do this for me. Here, I'm handing you a magic wand. If you could change anything, if you could transform anything in the company about what's happening right now and all that, if you could change it all, think about what would you actually transform, what would you actually change in order to make it so that you wanted to be here. Do you know what that is? Like, what is it that you would actually take action towards changing so that you would stay? Are you willing to do that exercise? Before you try to escape, here's what the question I want you to ask yourself is, have I done everything I could possibly do to make these shifts in order for me to stay? Now it usually shows up because we usually have a story like I've done everything I do. Here's what I want you to ask yourself. Is there anything, any complaint you've got, any challenge you're facing that you haven't told the truth about? Like, what's 100% of the truth? Is there anything you've underrepresented wanting people to read your mind? That's a good place to look. Or maybe you went 90% of the way and weren't willing to give the extra 10%. That's what I'm at. Have you given it all? So I'm in this conversation a lot with clients, and I'm pro them moving on and doing something new. I love that idea. I mean, go after it. I mean, go live a full life. But before you go, you better clean up everything here possible. Like, give yourself fully here. If you don't, you're gonna be transitioning with this hesitation, with this resignation. And that is gonna be holding you down when you jump into the next thing, because you've not finished all these conversations. So have you gone all the way? I mean, really, for yourself, not for anybody else. Have you gone all the way? Have you taken every action possible? Have you had every conversation you could possibly have? If you don't do the work on this, trust me, the complaints are gonna follow you. If you take responsibility, you can leave your complaints here and move on to something new. And if you must go. That's great. There's a conversation in culture right now, which is this cavalier, like, I'm finally gonna do my big thing and take my big stand and blow everything up, and we so applaud everybody's drama, which is essentially immaturity. Don't do that. Don't drop a grenade before you leave the building. Kindness costs you nothing. Be honest, be sincere, celebrate other people, be a gift to them as you're leaving. It's gonna be better for you and for them. If this provided value for you, we're so happy about that. That's why we make it. So please consider liking and subscribing, and remember, your people are counting on you.